Good afternoon to everybody. How you guys doing? How's everybody doing? Good afternoon to everybody. Good afternoon, America. Good afternoon to everybody. Let's see if we can get a little bit more people on the feed so we can start. Hello to everyone. Good afternoon. Questions are last. Questions till the end. I will answer them, please. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News. We're live, people, at the pedestrian entrance to the United States. It's called El Chaparral. We're live in Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico. And right here, we are at the pedestrian entrance. Right there, you see a lot of people over there, all the way to the back. Those people right there are the ones that they were waiting for claiming asylum. Now you have you have a family over there, a family of 6, that they just got deported. A family of 6 that got deported from the United States. They are from Honduras. Now there was other families right here, but they left to my right over here. There were a couple more families. There were the couple and 3 kids, and the other family was the parents and 4 kids. They were from Guatemala. These people are the ones that they are sitting there, right there, with the gentleman and the red jacket and the other gentleman standing with the black jacket. They are from Venezuela. They are awaiting for the political asylum to go to the United States. You guys know what is going on right now in Venezuela. What's going on in Venezuela is horrible right now. And this guy right here, I just talked to him and I just did an interview with him. And the guy standing right there with the black jacket, I just did an interview with him and I asked him, how is Venezuela doing with all this? He's saying that it's a socialist country now, and the problem is not to have money to buy food. The problem is there is no food. The problem is not to send the kids to school. The problem is there's no electricity. So they have a big problem in Venezuela. Venezuela is they have Caracas. Caracas is in the number 3 on the top 5 of violence and delinquency. Violence, delinquency, and homicides in the world. Caracas is the number 3. So this guy right here with his family, he's trying to claim the asylum the correct way. He's trying to, he's coming here to get the number and to claim the asylum to the United States legally and orderly. So he's not jumping a fence, or he's not claiming the asylum running through a port of entry. He's doing things legally over here. That guy right there with his whole family. Now the other people right there, as you can see, we got people from Haiti, and you got people from other from Honduras. Those people, those people are they just got deported. Those people that just got deported from Honduras, from Guatemala, and from Haiti. And how did they get deported? The reason why they got deported is that they had the number to claim the asylum, and apparently right now the possibilities of getting the asylum, it's 3%. So it's basically impossible to get the asylum. And I was just talking to this guy right here from Venezuela. He was on the Spanish public, and he was really polite. He told me that he's coming with his son and his wife. He was explaining to me the situation over there, and I asked him, you know, because there's a video of a military truck running over people, people that they are against what is going on right now in Venezuela, and he told me that he feels really sad about what's going on over there, and that is the way it is. You know, it's the people against the government, people against real guns, and they're killing a lot of people over there in Venezuela. That's what he's saying to me. But this is the thing. This is the thing that I just told him, you know, and this is the thing that I tell everybody. What is the where is the fairness in all this? You get people from Central America in the United States getting a TPS permit. That's a temporary protection status permit. People from Nicaragua, from Honduras, from Guatemala, from El Salvador, those people get a TPS permit. And you don't get people from Venezuela getting that permit. You don't see people from Mexico getting a permit. You only see people from Central America getting the TPS permit. So that is unbelievable unfair. Why? Because you got Mexico that has 4 cities on the top 5 of violence, 5 cities on the top 10, and is the country that has more cities in the world with 15. Next to it is Brazil. On the 3rd place is Venezuela, and on the 4th place, do you know who is on the 4th place with more cities of violence and delinquency in the world? Is the United States. Baltimore is the #1 in the United States with violence and delinquency. Chicago is #2, New Orleans is #3, and #4 is California. So it's unbelievably unfair for the country of Mexico to be awaiting when these immigrants, so-called immigrants, are rushing our border every time with all the permits. With all the permits and all the possibilities that they want. And yes, you know, for the people they're just watching, all these people that right here, they're sitting right here, they get deported, and the pact, the international pact of immigration says that Mexico needs to take care of them. So if they get deported, they don't get deported to their country, they get deported to Mexico, and Mexico has the obligation to take care of them again. So this is a continuous, people. This is a continuous that is happening on a daily basis. You see this every day. People getting deported. You see families right here, like I was telling you guys, there's a family right here that just got deported from the United States. They had the asylum number. They went to see a judge, and the judge did not grant them political asylum. This is other family right here. Look, other family right here. This is the other one that I was telling you guys about. This other family is the one that just got rejected too, and the judge from the United States did not grant him political asylum. How do the judges decide? I don't know. That's what they tell us. I'm not in the United States, and I am not in an immigration office. That is what they tell us. You know, probably, you know, the thing that we've been hearing is that the majority of these people, when they get denied the political asylum, is because their story is not that credible, and it is not that believable. So it's exactly the same story, that they're running away from violence, they're running away from delinquency, they got the gang violence in Honduras, one of their parents got kidnapped, or one of his brothers got murdered. But none of that compares to what Mexico is happening right now. None of that compares to what this guy from here in Venezuela is happening to him right now. None of that compares to what is going on with 350,000 veterans that they're homeless in the United States. None of that compares with Chiapas getting invaded and people taking away their properties. None of that compares with our police officers getting hurt and a lot of them getting killed because of this invasion from Central America. None of that compares with children getting trafficked through the border, drugs, and all these things that they're coming up the north. None of that compares to that. You can't justify your political asylum with, I'm running away from violence, I'm running away from delinquency, I'm from Honduras, the Mara Salvatruchas, the MS-13s and MS-18s are right there. Oh yes, you know, I'm running away from that. But you don't justify that with what is going on in my country in Mexico. You don't justify that with what is going on with the situation of poverty over here in my country, that we got more than 60 million and 28 million in critical condition. You don't justify that. A lot of people have been asking me this question: why doesn't Mexico close their south border? Because we are in the international pact of immigration. We can't close the south border. It's our obligation to get the to open. It's our obligation to have open borders. So this is a situation right here, and it's again and again and again the same situation every day. You know, a lot of people saying, oh Oscar, you have too much information you can gather from every single place. It gets exhausting, people. Doing it 8 months now, day in and day out. You get exhausted that you don't see the results that you want to see, that you don't see that your country is getting invaded, that you don't see that these people are being brainwashed and that these people are being lied to. Imagine that. You got a 3% of getting the political asylum, and all of a sudden you wake up, you live in Honduras, you wake up and you say, there's a billboard right there that says, go migrate. Oh man, I'm just gonna go migrate. You pick up your things and then you just go. And you get here to Tijuana and you realize that the possibilities to get the political asylum are 3%. Where are these responsible people that they're brainwashing and they're doing these unhuman things to these immigrants? This left movement, these Democrats, these socialists, these organizations, these radicals, where are they? They are the ones that they're unhuman. They are the ones that they're provoking this right here. They are the ones that they're provoking this, for people to come here with the idea that Mexico has the responsibility to take care of them, and not only that, that the United States has the obligation to open their doors and to give them welfare, to give them medical care, to give them everything. Where are those responsible people? Those ones are human rights. Those ones are the United Nations. Those ones are the socialists. Those ones are the Democrats. Those ones are these organizations, these radicals that those ones are the lawyers that they're lying to them. Those ones are those people that they need to be charged with treason. Why are they lying? Why are they lying to them? Why? when they know that they are not qualifying for the political asylum that is basically impossible? Why are they lying to them? And this is an everyday basis. You see families right here sitting down, laying on the floor, and it's unfair. And it's unfair for who? It's not unfair for them. Not only unfair for them, and not only unfair for the United States, but it's unfair for the Mexican citizens. Why? The consequences are real big. The American consulate, looking at this invasion and looking at how many people are crossing illegally every day to the United States, they take the decision of denying tourist visas. They take the decision of denying passports. They take the decision of denying, residencies to become a resident in the United States. They take the decision of doing that. And not only that, Mexicans, the country Mexico is getting affected. It's getting clearly affected by all this invasion. Imagine how our federal officers must feel. Horrible. Horrible. Those are the ones that are getting affected. The priority of the people that they're getting affected is Mexico. Mexico is the #1 country that is getting affected with this invasion. It's getting affected in Chiapas, it's getting affected in Puebla, it's getting affected in Estado de Mexico, it's getting affected in Piedras Negras, Coahuila, en Nuevo León, en Chihuahua, en El Paso, en Nogales, Sonora, and in Baja California. We're getting affected in all the country. We're not just getting affected in our borders. We're getting affected in all our country. And this is coming out of our pockets. And this is coming out of our pockets that these people are being lied to. They're bringing them over here to the border with an illusion and a dream that they're going to migrate to the United States with 100% of possibilities, but there's only 3% of possibilities that they're going to get the political asylum. So they're lying to them. They are lying to them. Don't compare your situation. Don't, please, I've been telling people this. Don't compare the United States with the situation that Mexico is going on. Please don't compare it. Please, people. God, really, your comparison of how this America has been dealing with illegal immigrants with for years and years and years and thousands of years, and you're not. Don't compare yourself with Mexico. Please don't compare it. You're a first-class world country. I know that you've been dealing with situations that they're horrible. I know that you've been dealing with illegal immigrants in your whole life. I know that, but don't compare your situation with Mexico. Mexico is horrible over here. And imagine being a country that is a third world class country, and now you put more than half of the world going into our south door. How do you compare that? Close your door. Somebody saying, if I had people, I'm just a reporter and a communicator. For those people that just joining, I'm a broadcaster, I'm a reporter, and I'm a communicator for my country. And you guys are telling me close your south door, like I'm supposed to be the president, like I'm supposed to be a big shot, a great political big shot. And this is every day. Every day. Thank you so much for that comment. Oscar just reports the news. He doesn't make the laws. You know, sometimes, sometimes don't take it personal. No, I'm not taking it personal. Your answers and your comments are the ones that they're really, you know, out of line. Really, they are. I've been broadcasting this for 8 months. People, 8 months. And we know that the situation in Arizona is horrible. The situation in Yuma is horrible. The situation in El Paso is horrible. The situation in New Mexico is horrible. The situation in California, Sanctuary State, is horrible. But don't compare it to this. Please don't. And yes, you know, for all the people that are watching, yes, we need to get out of this international pact of immigration with urgency. Yesterday, I felt so proud that more than 1,000 Mexicans, the United States gave them a legal permit to work in the United States. More than 1,000 Mexicans got a legal permit, a work visa to work in the United States. More than 1,000. And they're gonna take them for 6 months to work on the field. I felt so proud that they were standing in line with their luggage, all, you know, lined up in orderly fashion and coming in legally to the port of entry to the United States. I was feeling so proud that our Mexicans are getting the opportunity and the dream to go work in the United States legally. These companies from the United States are needing people, Mexican people. They know how to work the field and they know how to work, you know, picking up lemons and picking up tomatoes or whatever they need to do. These people are being hired by American companies to work in the United States legally. Oscar, do you tell them that they're not wanted in either country? So I want to say hi to Darlene Renard. I don't know if you've been hearing me for the past 8 months, but sometimes, you know, if you go to my videos, you will see, Darlene, what I stand for, and practically I stand against this invasion and against this international pact of immigration and against all of this that is going on. You see people from here, from Africa. Look, these people are from Africa. They're not from Haiti, they're from Africa. Rocio Gonzalez, Mexicans or Hondurans? Which? What are you talking about, Rocio? I just told you, Mexicans. Mexicans yesterday, they had more than 1,000 Mexicans. They gave them the opportunity to work legally on the field on different parts of the country of the United States. They gave them a work visa. These companies from the United States, they were asking for Mexicans that they know how to work the field, because our people really know how to work the field. They really know how to work the field. So they hired more than 1,000 Mexicans to go and work. And they came in to your country legally, with a paper, with a work visa. Blue, where are they going? They're getting deported. They're getting deported to our country that is Mexico. And Mexico needs to take care of them. They're not going back to their country. They're going to stay right here in your country. Yes, I understand people that they're, you know, telling me right now that, you know, everybody wants to get the almighty dollar, and everybody wants to be in the United States and live out of the United States. There's a lot of illegal immigrants that live out of welfare, they live out of medical care, they live out of the other people's taxes. And I completely understand that, and it's wrong, and we need to come to an immigration reform to the United States so immigration can be more, they won't have no loopholes, and they won't have this problem, because it is so ridiculous that you can imagine that Mexico is a country that has really strict laws regarding immigration, and the number one country in the world, the number one country that everybody wants to go to is America, and is the one that has the softest immigration laws. It is ridiculous. So immigration reform is the number one thing, is the number one thing that needs to happen in the United States. What can be done in your southern border? Oh my God. If it was for me, look, for all the people that they think that they have, I got the power of the almighty power to say, hey, close the border, hey, do this, do that. If it was for me, people, if it was for me right now, and this is a suggestion, not only for my south door and for my government, but a suggestion to the United States. This is what I will do. My president, Andrés Manuel López Obrador, he doesn't understand that this is an invasion. He's a socialist, and he's the one that is and he's the one that is backing this international pact of immigration 100%. So if I was the United States, and if I was the president, and if they let your president work, because the congressmen are not letting, Congress is not letting Donald J. Trump take the decisions that he wants. If I had the liberty to fix this situation, I will close the border for a weekend. Do you know how many billions of dollars Mexico and the businesses from the United States are going to lose? A lot of them. Do you know how many companies are getting affected right now with production? Toyota, Ford, Hyundai, Samsung, all these big, gigantic companies, they're getting affected. So if you close the border for just one weekend, let them know, every once in a while, I will just close it. If you guys don't understand that you need to come in legally, orderly, and claim the asylum the way it should be, that's the solution for right now. And also immigration reform for the United States. Now the solution for Mexico is get us out of this international pact of immigration, put a wall in the south door, put a gigantic wall in the south door of Mexico, put a massive wall in the south door of Mexico, close Mexico, and let them come in legally, in an orderly and documented in a peacefully fashion. Lucinda Lopez, I agree with you. I don't agree with you, Sharon Sharp. I don't agree with you because you guys don't live over here at the border. And if I say one weekend is clearly an example for the Mexican public and for the Mexican president to understand that one weekend is a lot of money that is going to get lost. A lot of money. You don't even imagine how much money it goes into the United States and it comes out from the United States on one weekend. The government of Mexico will understand. Do you know what happened when Donald J. Trump a few weeks ago, he made a threat to to Mexico that if they did not do anything about closing the borders, they were going to shut down the border. Immediately, President Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador closed the offices of International Immigration over there in Chiapas, so they were not going to give no humanitarian visas and visas of transit. That is the reality of the problem that is in Chiapas right now. So because of Donald J. Trump's threat, they closed the offices to give permits of transit from the south to the north. So imagine if a threat did that. Imagine if Donald J. Trump just closes the border for one day, one Saturday, one Sunday. You know, the whole border's closed because you guys don't understand. That will set the example that this needs to take care of. That this needs to take care of. And when you take actions like that, there's always going to be a reaction, and the reaction that the United States is looking for is to Mexico to stop this and to get us out of the International Pact of Immigration. So by doing that, it will push him to get us out of that. You're talking millions of dollars. Yes, I'm talking millions of dollars. But let's just compare something. You're talking millions of Paula Ledbetter. Yes, I'm talking millions of dollars. But you know, just let's think about it this way. Talk about millions of dollars. What is more important? Millions of dollars or the sovereignty of your country? What is more important? Millions of dollars or the sovereignty of the humanity of your country? Let's think about that. It's just one day of millions of dollars. I believe that it's more important keeping the sovereignty of the United States, the greatest country that exists in the world. I believe that it's more important keeping the sovereignty of Mexico, my country that I think that is the greatest country. I believe that we should keep the country, and we should do whatever it takes to keep our sovereignty and to keep the borders and to respect laws and to respect boundaries and to respect the immigration laws, to respect all that. I think that it's more important, the sovereignty of our countries, that one day that lost millions of dollars. Send you a big hug, Paula. I think that it's time, people. I think that it's time for the President of the United States, the only man that is standing in this planet that is defending his country, the only man in this planet that is defending his sovereignty, the only man in this planet that is defending his own people. I think that it's time for everybody to back him up, and to put an example to our country that is Mexico, and to put an example to us that we should get out of this pact, and after that we should push the United States for immigration reform, so immigration laws will be, they won't have no loopholes. They won't have no loopholes. And this right here won't be happening. This right here, that they're being lied to all the way down in South America. They put it on billboards, like this billboard right here, like this gigantic billboard that you're gonna see right here, like this one. They're putting right there. Imagine a billboard like that. Imagine a billboard like that in South America, and in Salvador, and in Guatemala, and Honduras, that it says right there, a gigantic billboard that says, "Migrate to Mexico, everything is paid. Migrate to the United States, everything is paid. Migrate to the north." So imagine that. So if you get a sign like that, what is more important? Losing a day of millions of dollars, or this? Again, every day. Every day. Agreeing with you on this, Sharon. I agree with you. Congress is not letting Donald J. Trump to work. That's the number one problem. What is the benefit for Mexican government to want to stay in the pact? Well, there's an article that I want you to read that is called Patria Grande. Patria Grande, it's an ideology. It's basically a socialist ideology to become one, to one continent, become one under one ruler, under one emperor. It's just the new world order coming to us and coming to a town near you. This is so sad, people. This is so sad. Look at this family. Look at this. Look at this family. They're lying to them. They're lying to them. It's just every day. All these lawyers that they're coming from America and they're working unlawfully and they're practicing law unlawfully in my country, and they're saying they're not. They're lying because we have a legal contract. And all these lawyers, they're giving advice to these people, and they're telling them that everything is going to be okay, that they're going to get their political asylum because they have a parent or a family member that is a U.S. citizen, and then because of that, they're going to get a political asylum. It is a lie. It is a lie. They're lying to them. They're using them to just get money and funds in the United States, and then claim the funds, and then tell them, hey, you know what, you're going to get your number to claim the asylum. Oh, you know, you didn't make it, but let's get another number, and then probably the next time you'll get it. Oscar, what are you doing what are you doing for you and your family if they get your way? I wish that I could go to the United States and live in the United States. I can't, but although ultimately I will tell you right now that if I had the opportunity to go to the United States, I will go. But I won't stay right now to live in the United States. I will stay right here in my country and fight, like I'm doing. I'm doing everyday coverages for Mexican public and the American public, and I'm not a coward. I'm not going to back down. We are going to defend our country, and I love my country. I love my culture. I love I love Mexico, and I love my city of Tijuana. So for me to flee to the United States, it will be an action of cowardness. It will be an action of not standing with pride with the people that they're defending, and then we're fighting for this. I'm not the only one that is fighting against this new world order and against this new socialism and against this international pact. There's a lot of people, but they don't broadcast. I'm the only one that broadcasts over here, but you got a lot of nationalist activists over here that they love their country, Mexico, and they're fighting, and we're fighting. So for me, to be for me to take the decision on the next day and be like, you know what, the hell with this, I'm going to the United States and I'll be safe over there. It's for me to be a coward and for me to leave my country and stab my country in the back, and I'm not like that. So that's why I'm staying over here, and I'm broadcasting, I'm doing a coverage, and every day in, every day out, morning, evening, afternoon, and telling everybody and trying to make everybody think and everybody realize and teach everybody, coach everybody what is going on. This is an everyday thing, people. It's just so unfortunate. It's just so unfortunate, and you get tired of it. You get tired of it, of seeing this every day. You get tired of it, of seeing this every day. And you got these people from Africa over here. You got more people from Africa. So you get tired of it. You get tired of it, of seeing it every day. I'm watching this every day. I'm watching how your country is being torn down to pieces. I'm watching how your sovereignty is being damaged, and it's sad. It's sad that it's supposed to be Mexico for the Mexicans, and it's sad. And everybody needs to have an opportunity to migrate. I agree with that, but migrate correctly, peacefully, documented. And it's sad. It's an everyday thing again. This is how it looks over here without a tent. That right there, between those first 3 trees right there, the ones that I'm putting, that's where they put the asylum tent. Asylum seekers. They put a tent right there and they give the numbers away. And they form a gigantic line from 250 people to 300 people that they're seeking asylum. Side, you get this. You got a bunch of people right here waiting. Unbelievable. It's just unbelievable with kids. I can't imagine leaving my country with my kids and children and be on the sidewalk. I can't imagine that, but I can't imagine either not staying in my country, not fighting for what is mine. Not staying in my country and not being an honorable man and say to your wife, you know what, you stay here, I'm going out and we're gonna fight this. I don't know whatever happened to that mentality. I think that I'm pretty old-fashioned, and that mentality is already gone in the dirt. I think that mentality is already gone in the dirt. The one that you tell your family, stay home. I will go out there and get a job and get 2 jobs and get 3 jobs and fight for your family and get your wife good, get your kids good. And if your country is getting invaded, you stay home, take care of the kids, and I will go out there and fight for the country and fight with the military and fight with the government against this invasion. I don't know what happened to that. I think that I'm pretty old-fashioned. I think that is only in the movies anymore, because you don't see that anymore. You don't see that. And that's probably the mentality that I have, and that's probably why all these activists and all these millenniums now they don't like me, and they start saying that I'm a fascist, and they start saying that I'm a racist, and they start saying that, you know, I'm a bigot. They start saying all these stupid stuff, and I don't agree with them, because I'm accustomed to be a man and to take care of, you know, the situations in the family, to take care of the situations in the house. And if you're the man of the house, you're supposed to go out there and fight for your country and fight for what is right. That's the mentality that I got. I don't know if I'm wrong or right anymore, people, but, you know, and what my heart tells me is that, you know, we need to fight for our country and fight for the sovereignty and stop this. And stop this. Okay, people. We got another family over there. Look at that. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News. We're live, people. We're live. And it is unfortunate to see this every day. It is so unfortunate to see this every day. It is so unfortunate to see this day in and day out. And it's so unfortunate to watch how children are suffering because they're being lied to. They're lying to them. They're telling them that, yes, you're going to get the political asylum in the United States, and no, it's not a reality. It's not a reality. And they're lying to them. And you see them right here every day, day in and day out, every day, asking for the political asylum. And then you tell them, you know that there's a 3% chance of you getting the political asylum. No, another one got a political asylum 2 months ago, and I have the faith that I'm gonna get it like that. So is this, do you have an update on the next caravan? There's no next caravan. Right now they're having a big gigantic problem in Siglo XXI. And not only that, Sid Navarro, how you doing? Not only that, let me get my glasses. They're not letting nobody in, I believe so. So, okay, there's a moderator. There's a guy right here that is constantly putting this message right here, and I don't know what it means. Can somebody help me? Can you help me out? If it's a guy that is just, you know, putting constantly a message right here, and I'm gonna read it just because he's constantly putting in it. I request help to clarify cases in Google and Álvaro Sánchez Aguilar, Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. My judgment was acquittal based on insufficiency of the evidence, but several agents of immigration handcuffed me and forced me to put my fingerprint in the deportation. So can you just moderator, can you if you think that comment is just, I don't know, really, I don't know what's up with this person. It's just constantly putting a message. I don't know if it is good or bad. I don't know. Can you help me out, please? Whatever questions you guys want to ask, I'll give you guys 10 minutes for questions before I leave. We will do a live video later on this afternoon, later on tonight. I will be at a particular place. He's basically asking for help for deportation case. Alvaro, I'm not, I'm not a lawyer, so I can't call you, and I'm not a lawyer. I'm sorry. If somebody wants to help you, go ahead, but I'm not a lawyer. I'm sorry. Questions that you guys want to ask me. What happened to the 3,000 Cumans? I just came on. They're still on a hold right here in Mapastepec. Can you travel to any Central American countries? Yes, I can. But we had the plan to go into Chiapas, but right now it's real difficult to go in there, and it's real dangerous. And there's no room for us to stay. The only place that we can stay is 6 hours away from there, 5 hours and some minutes away from there. So it's going back and forth 5 hours. It's kind of like, so we're thinking about it. My question is, now is Mexico deporting? Media is making it sound like Mexico wants to cooperate with the United States. Mexico, yes, it's deporting, Sofia. They're deporting to Central America. They're deported. No questions about cartels, please. God, man, they don't get it. Why haven't you become a U.S. citizen and left your country? Why should I? I love my country. Why should I? It would be great if I had a residency, so I can go work, and work legally. But I'm a Mexican citizen. One day I will become an American citizen, but it's not my priority. What about the people on the train? Which train? There's a lot. If you guys talking about people in Chiapas that they get on the train, they hop in the train and they come, it's just a normal thing. Just curious. No, saludos Lourdes. Saludos, un abrazo. Saludos, un abrazo. Saludos, un abrazo. Un abrazo para ti. My priorities are to be a great individual in society, to be a great broadcaster. And right now, my priorities are to stay in my country and defend my country, and to help Mexico get out of this international pact of immigration. After that, if the United States gives me the opportunity to become a U.S. citizen, well, who doesn't want to be a U.S. citizen? So I will become. But first, let me just see if we can solve this problem with my Mexican people. Dual citizenship, yeah, that will be great. That will be great. That will be awesome. Imagine that, dual citizenship. That will be phenomenal. Thank you so much for you guys taking me in that particular face that, thinking about me that way. I thought the Mexican president wants to work with the UN pact. Yes, Sophia, you are right. He's working with the UN pact, but because of Donald J. Trump's threat of closing the border, that's why he's acting right now. That's why he's acting right now. Cooperating with him, because he doesn't want him to take the decision on close the border. You will be a great asset to the United States. Oh my God, thank you so much. It will be an honor to be in the United States. It will be an honor. Hi, Oscar. Why you didn't go with Anthony? You guys make a good team. Because I can't cross to the United States. I'm a Mexican citizen. I can't cross. I don't have a tourist visa. If you guys want me to cross illegally, just tell me. Just tell me and I run. I'll run through New Mexico. I'll see Anthony over there. No, I'm just kidding. Oscar, want you on the radio this Saturday. Please call me. Okay, that's great. Let me take a moderator. Can you get that information? Yes. Can you send me a message, please? Neil P. Taylor. Oscar, I want you on the radio this Saturday. Please call me. Yes, I will call you. But can you send me a message? And my moderator will answer you right now to this page. Would love to call you an American citizen. Wow, that's nice. Thank you so much. Thank you. United States is the #1 country in the world. Who doesn't want to be in the United States, man? Who doesn't? America could use more people like you. Thank you, man. These are really nice comments. You make me feel so good. It's Friday. It's Friday. You guys are trying to give me a nice Friday, and it's already happening. There's another people say you will be an asset to the United States. Thank you so much. We want you legally. That's yeah. Yeah, I know. I know. That's why I'm waiting, and that's what I am. I'm doing things right. Does your family need anything? They need you to be good. They need you to be good, and my family needs you to wake up and fight for your country. That's what my family needs from you. Thank you so much. We want you any way that you can get you. Thank you so much. It will be an honor to have someone with your patriotic integrity. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. You're telling me that I'm a role model. Oh, wow, that's so much. Thank you. God bless you, Lourdes. Thank you, Suzanne. Oh, wow. If you need a business sponsorship, we can help you with that. Look at that. Thank you so much. Your mama did a good job raising you. That is my role model, my mother. I think that she's the most incredible woman that it can exist in the planet. She's everything for me. She's my backbone. She has been an inspiration in my life. She taught me how to respect women. And she was the one that, I'm pretty old-fashioned. I still open the door for women. I still do things like that. And it's because of my mom. Some people really call me, that I'm really old-fashioned. And yes, I am old-fashioned, but it's because of my mom. It's not because of what I learned. And I learned a lot of things in my life, but my mother taught me all those, things, little things to respect women. And there was the chancla. There was a chancla and there was a belt. That was the way that they raised us. If you behave bad. So that's how I learned. That's how I learned to respect women. Questions, everybody? Paloma on radio. Yes, she's. I believe she's in Washington. I believe she's in Washington, and I don't know what she's doing over there. I haven't talked to her, but I believe that she's in Washington, and everything that she. God bless her, and hope that she's doing a great job and phenomenal job over there in Washington, in DC. Have a blessed day. You too, Sid Navarro. You too. Is the ride still going to Chiapas? That is, yes, we are still on that. Everything is saved. Everything is right there. But the problem is, we have 3 people that they're gonna help us over there. And those 3 people that they're going to help us over there, they're telling us that right now is pretty much really insecure for us. And for us to be broadcasting as we do and freelancing as we do is pretty difficult. If we're going to do like a Fox reporter and we're just going to stand there with a mic and just be on that place and this, how you doing? There were 3,000 immigrants right here at this place. It doesn't, it's just a trip that is not going to be, worthy of going. We want to go to the places that there's the dirty parts, where the dirty things happen. So, that's why we are waiting for the proper moment in the proper time to go in there and to really, get in there and get more information to help the United States and to help Mexico. Okay, people, I'm going to go now. Have a great day. Have a phenomenal Friday. Have a fantastic Friday for everybody over there in the United States. I believe that one of the greatest leaders of the United States, it's been Abraham Lincoln. And Abraham Lincoln, he was a pretty, stand-up guy, deep voice, great gentleman, great heart. And United States needs a lot of Abraham Lincolns right now, a lot of them, because the only one that is close to him is Donald J. Trump, and a lot of the Abraham Lincolns United States needs. So have a great day, have a phenomenal Friday, bendiciones to everybody, and blessings to everybody. God bless you guys. God bless America. God bless the Marine Corps. God bless the Army. God bless the United States Coast Guard. God bless the Navy. God bless the Navy SEALs. God bless the Border Patrol. God bless every police department. God bless the United States Customs. And God bless every single American that is right now on my feed. God bless you guys. Have a fantastic Friday. Stay safe. Peace and love. And always your country first.